swatched it on my skin and I was like, I need it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Candice and this is Everything Beauty with Candice B. So that time has rolled around again. It's time for the Sephora Holiday Savings event. For those of you that don't know, every year around this time, October, November, Sephora does this big savings event where if you are a beauty insider, then you'll get a certain percentage off of your purchase for the entire length of whenever your level is open. So for example, for Rouge members, the sale starts October 28th, so 2 days from now, and goes until November 7th, and then you get 20% off. If you are a VIB, you get 15% off, and the sale starts for you November 1st and goes through November 7th. And if you are a beauty insider, you get 10% off, and that starts November 3rd and goes through the 7th. So the entire event ends on November 7th, but it just starts a little earlier depending on what tier level you're in. And the VIB program is free to join, and it's just based on spend throughout the year. So if you're just now starting out, you'll get that 10% off, and then the sale will start for you on the 3rd. But one cool thing about this sale is the Sephora collection products are on sale the entire length of the sale, and it's open to all beauty tier levels. So this is the perfect time to get your Sephora collection branded products. So for this video, I've compiled all of the products that I have purchased and I use all the time and I absolutely love and I'm recommending to you guys. I have them all in front of me. I'll put up a little video showing like everything in front of me that I'm going to be talking about with you guys in this video. If y'all want to know what I recommend that you purchase during this sale, let's go. Because I have so many different products, I'm going to break them up by category. I think I'm going to start with skincare, and we're just going to run through these really quick. I don't want this to be a super long video, so basically I'm going to show you guys the product and I'm going to tell you why I love it, and then we're going to move on to the next one. I'll also put chapters down below if it does get a little long so that you guys can just jump to the category that you care about most. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to start with the Sephora collection first because this applies to all beauty tier levels and I don't have too many products. So first up is the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I'm wearing this today. Beautiful, just beautiful, beautiful. This is only $20, and with it being 30% off, I think it's like $14. Now, I ain't gonna give y'all the prices, all this stuff, but I know this one off the top of my head because I plan to purchase another bottle. You can see I'm like halfway through this one, and I love it. It's very thick. It has like a moussey like consistency, and it just matches my skin tone perfectly, and it lasts all day, and it makes my skin look so pretty. So y'all can see, I feel pretty good about this one. And I love it. It rivals even some of the more expensive foundations that I have on my desk here. I would pick this up anytime, and I would even pay full price for this. It's $20. That's basically drugstore prices, and then you get a Sephora brand foundation. Next up is her sister, Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. So I use the shade 50N just like the foundation. I love this one. It's the perfect like everyday shade, so I'll swatch a little bit. It's not very highlighting, so I do plan to get a lighter shade when the sale opens so that I can have that brightness. But this one is perfect for like everyday wear, or if you just want to spot conceal like some dark spots that you have. This one is so thick, it does not crease, and I just got this one maybe 2 weeks ago, and this has been the only concealer I have used the last 14 days. I think this one is $15, 30% off makes it $10.50. What a deal. So get this one. I highly recommend this concealer. I also love the Sephora blushes. These are perfect for my skin tone for the fall. They're like orangey kind of color blushes. And I love this one too, so I'll swatch it. It swatches on pretty nice, and they're very creamy, they're very pigmented. You only need a little bit, a little goes a long way. These Sephora blushes are just beautiful on the skin, and I love wearing these, especially in the summer and fall. And the last thing that I have here is this Sephora face palette. Now this one right here is called the Sephora Micro Smooth Palette. I think this one was also $20. and they have two different ones. So one for darker shades, one for lighter shades. This one I happened to discover because I was in a Sephora store and I saw these. They're all like baked, like this is blush. I think this is also blush slash highlighter. This is definitely a highlighter. And then this is like bronzer, but you can use any of these on your eyes. But like I was saying, I walked by it and I just stuck my finger into the highlighter and then swatched it on my skin, and I was like, I need it. And I bought it immediately because I wanted it. I love this face palette, and sometimes when I travel, I just take this. This is all I need for bronzer, eyeshadow, blush, everything. So I love this palette, highly recommend this, and it would only be like $14 during the sale. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys the swatch. So you see how like beautiful that is. Oh, I love that highlight shade, and it looks so good even when I put it like on my eyelids for shadow. I love it. Okay, now that I've gotten Sephora collection, oh wait, no I didn't. One more thing, the Sephora Micro Smooth Face Powder. Love this powder too. I think this one is also $20, so it'll be $14 on the sale. And I have the shade 60. I also have the shade 56 as well. This one is more like a dupe if you've ever used that MAC mineralized skin finish. This is kind of a dupe of that. It's a beautiful finishing powder. It's not very pigmented, so it's not meant to like cover imperfections or dark marks or anything like that. It's meant to like just really smooth out your makeup application. Just makes everything just look beautiful. It has like these fine like little glittery specks in it, but not like glitter. It's more like a shimmer. Love this one too. I always put this on like with a fluffy brush and just put it all over my face just to even everything out. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, now that's it for the Sephora collection products. Now we can jump back into skincare. So I don't really have any face washes because I tend to use drugstore face washes, so I don't have any of that. But for moisturizer, one of my favorites, the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. I actually like the Moisture Bomb in the winter and like in the colder months because it's a little bit of a heavier cream. This is the Aqua Bomb, so this one is more of a gel cream that I would use in like spring and summer. I love them both, and I plan to switch back over to the Moisture Bomb when the sale opens up for me, but I really like this one too. This one is very light. It's highly like moisturizing and hydrating for the skin, and it goes so well under makeup. It doesn't like make my makeup peel or do anything like kind of crazy or funky, and my skin just feels very pretty, hydrated, and it doesn't break me out. So definitely if you're looking for a moisturizer, the Belief brand, I love that brand and highly recommend it. For eye cream, if y'all watch my channel and have been a subscriber, if you haven't, please subscribe because I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of this year. But if y'all already know me, y'all know what eye cream I'm going to recommend, and it's the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. This one is so thick and it's kind of weird. So if you go into the store, like test it out on your skin, because when you rub it in, it starts to feel like water immediately. So I don't do that under my eyes. I have to pat it on. But it's so thick and it just keeps my under eyes very hydrated. It makes my concealer go on really smooth, and I love it. This would be probably my eye cream from now until forever. For toners, I have two toners right in front of me. The first one I like to use during the daytime, and it's also by Kiehl's. So it's the Daily Refining Milk Pill Toner, and you can see I'm almost out of it. I like this one because it's an exfoliating toner, but it's not harsh. It feels very gentle, just like milk on your face. And I use this one in the daytime before I put on my makeup, and it's really helped to like lighten up some of the dark marks that I've had and just really brighten my skin tone. So highly recommend that one, especially get it on sale because it's kind of pricey. That's the only way that I buy it. The next one I use at nighttime because it has AHA in it, and it's by Ole Henriksen. It's another one of my favorite skincare brands, but this one is the Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. When I tell y'all my dark spots are finally starting to lighten up and my face is starting to even out, and I feel like I owe it to this. Even though I've tried a few other things in the past, I always come back to this one because it just does so well. I only use this one at nighttime though because of the AHAs, and like if I'm going out in the sun, I just want to be mindful of that. But if you do want to use it twice a day, you can. Just make sure you're putting on an SPF, which brings me to my favorite SPF, and it's by the Tula skincare brand. So this is the, what is it called? The Protect and Glow SPF 30. I put this on every day that I wear makeup and I plan to go outside. I'm always putting this on my face and my neck. It doesn't leave a white cast, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. Your skin just looks so like moisturized and plump and just ready for that makeup application. And it has like a slight like shimmer in it so that it just really makes your skin glow, but it's not glittery. So I highly recommend this one. I love this one. Moving into body care, if y'all missed the Fenty Fam sale, this is the time to go ahead and purchase your stuff from Sephora at a discount. I love all of Fenty Fenty Skin's products, except for a few things, but that's in another video. But the one that I recommend the most is the Fenty, what is it, Butter Drop Body Oil Body Cream. This stuff smells so good. I love this. It's so thick and so hydrating, especially now that we are moving into the winter time and your skin just tends to need a lot more moisture because it's drier out there. I highly recommend this one right here. This is normally, I think, $42 or something like that. I can't calculate, y'all, what it's gonna be, but if you're planning to get any kind of body products, Fenty Skin is gonna be the way to go. I love it. All right, so let's jump into fragrance, and I have so many that I would love to recommend, but I've done quite a few of those videos already. If you'd like to see them, I'll link them down below, but I'm just gonna bring you guys like the ones that are my newest to my collection and the ones that I just cannot stop wearing. So first up, since it's the fall time, the winter time, I like to wear like those gourmand sweet scents, vanilla scents. You can't go wrong with the Kayali Vanilla 28. She just smells just like vanilla extract in a bottle. So this one smells so good. If you like that vanilla, like brown sugar scent, this one is going to be the one for you. I'll actually put the notes up too on the screen so that you can see it. This next one I recently discovered is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Jasmine. So jasmine is one of my favorite floral scents. And whenever I'm trying like something new, I always like to get the travel size first because this is like less than $30. Before I commit to a full bottle, I like to wear this one. So I've been wearing this one for a few weeks now and it just smells so beautiful and so gorgeous. So like gorgeous jasmine. So I probably will get the full size bottle of this during the sale, but I'll put the notes up on, actually let me scoot over. I'm gonna put the notes up right here so that you have them, and I highly recommend this one. The next three I think everybody has been talking about on social media, so we'll run through these really fast. The first one up is by Carolina Herrera. This is Good Girl. This is the original one. I love this one. This one has more of like a chocolate kind of scent. I'll put the notes up on the screen. I don't remember them all and I don't have it on my screen, but I love this one. This one has like been my #1 since earlier this year. She just smells so feminine and just so pretty, and I highly recommend this one right here. So Valentino, this is Born in Roma. This is the original one, so I know they've had a bunch of other ones. This one also has been like one of my jams. I'll put the notes up on the screen. Smells so good. And so feminine. And if you haven't heard about this one, I don't know where you've been. YSL Libre. This one just smells like a grown woman with a man, 2 kids, and a house. Like, she smells like a grown woman, and I love this one because it's perfect for just going out at night. It's very strong, so people are gonna smell you before they see you. I'll put the notes up on the screen, but this little bottle right here, she a grown woman. Another new fragrance to my collection is by J'adore. I think it's called Lauder or Lao, something like that. But this one is just literally flowers and water, and it smells just like that. It's very, very light, very feminine, maybe not one I would tend to wear in the fall time, but I would probably wear this one every day. This is not like a classic fall fragrance. This is more of like an expensive woman type of fragrance, and it smells so pretty, so delicate. I love this one. I walked by in Macy's and I happened to like, let me just see what the new J'adore smells like, and I sprayed it and I was like, must have it right now. It smelled that good. So definitely give this one a chance, but just know it's kind of light, so it won't last so long, but once you spray it, it just smells so good. And spray it on your clothes, it'll last a lot longer. The last fragrance that I have, I always like to add to my Sephora recommendations because it is pricey. And it's the Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. Y'all can see I only got like a little bit left. This little bottle right here is like $50. So I try to buy it when it's on sale. I think the full size bottle is like $250. But I really like this one. It smells like Fruity Pebbles. And because it's so expensive, I tend to wear it during like special occasions or like when I'm going out. But this one is not an everyday fragrance for me, and probably only because of the price. So now is the time to get it, but be quick because a lot of the times this one always sells out during the Sephora sales and I always get beat out. So this time I'm gonna make sure that I'm on it when I purchase another one. All right, so now to the makeup finally. So I have not purchased a whole lot of makeup this year. I've only like repurchased things that I've run out of or things that I was like really interested in. So I have a few things. I'll go in the order of which like I apply them to my face. So let's start with primer. It is always going to be on my recommendations, and it's the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this one. Just spreading it on my face. It gets really tacky and it really grips your foundation and keeps your foundation in place all day. And my makeup just looks good until I take it off. That's the only primer I have on the list because that's the only one I've been using for like the last 6 months. Unless I use the dupe, but that's another video. So now moving into brows, only have one on the list right now, and it's the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I use the shade 4. I used to use shade 5, but it's too dark. So now I use the shade 4. I love how this goes on. It just glides on. It stays on your eyebrows all day. It doesn't tend to bleed, and I love this pencil. It's one of my favorites. I also like the ABH ones, which I probably have in my drawer, but I didn't feel like pulling it out for this video, but I recommend that one too. ABH Brow Wiz. Okay, foundation. So I'll start with Lancome. So this is the Lancome Tint Idole. I use the shade 470 Suede C. This one is a 24-hour foundation. So once you put it on your face, it really stays in place. It also has SPF 15 in it. And the color match is just so beautiful on my skin. I love this one. I always try to find foundations that are long lasting because I do get up really early in the morning and put my makeup on, and I still want to look good. Like if I want to go out to dinner with one of my friends at like 6 or 7, I don't want to have to do a brand new face. So I always try to find foundations that I know are going to last me all day long. So that's that one. And then next up is just pretty much the entire brand of foundations, NARS. So I have all like 3, not all, but I have 3. So I have the new one. This one I think came out earlier this year, the Light Reflecting Foundation. I have the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. And then this one is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Y'all, I don't know, they're all in the shade Macao. I can also wear Marquises, but I tend to wear that in the summertime. These two, like if you have dry skin, then these ones would be the ones for you because they're a lot more hydrating. This one has a little bit of like, I don't want to say glitter, but like a little bit of shimmer, and it just makes your skin look really beautiful. I think this is the one that like makeup artists always use, like the girls that are going to prom, because it just does really well for your complexion and it looks so good on like all skin types. So I love these two. The NARS Soft Matte, if you have dry skin, don't use this because it dries down so, well, not so matte. It's very soft, but it's still very matte, and it sets in place really fast. And if you have like dry skin, it's probably gonna show your imperfections. So this is really good for oily skin. And this is actually the first foundation that I have used up from NARS and had to repurchase. And I think this one's also the cheapest of the two. So this one is $40. And I think both of these are like $50. So if you don't have dry skin, go for this one because you still get that NARS quality without having to spend $50. Next up is concealers. I already showed you the Sephora one, and then the other two that I've been using a lot lately is the sister to Lancome. So this is the Tint Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I use the shade 460. I love this one. This one is more of a skin tone everyday shade. It goes on very beautifully. It stays on, it doesn't crease, and it looks really good with the foundation. The next one is always just gonna be by my heart, and it's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. I use the shade 385. This one is more of like my brightening shade. I do have the 420 shade, which is more of like my skin tone shade, and then this one I usually put in the inner corners of my eyes. But I love this one too. I like really thick concealers that can just cover up like my under eyes because they're a little bit darker. So I like a concealer that can cover up and brighten up my under eyes. And this one, she does the job. Bronzers. So I have two that I've been using. The first one, which I wish they had in store, but this one is by LYS Beauty, and she dirty, y'all. Whoa, that's embarrassing. But LYS Beauty. So this is the No Limits Matte Powder Bronzer. I use the shade Strength, which is like the dark shade. Beautiful, beautiful. This one is very red, very much like a bronzer, but I love it. And this one is like $20 maybe. So this is very decently priced where you can get, you know, a higher end brand for drugstore prices. Next one I have, of course, is by Fenty Beauty, and it's the powder bronzer. I use the shade Coco, well, shoot. I use three shades, y'all, but the one that I use the most is Coco Naughty. So this is the one that's closest to my skin tone and just gives me like that natural color, and it just looks so pretty and just like an everyday bronzer. If you want to go a little bit more dramatic and you're my skin tone, get the Mocha Mommy one. That one's a lot more red and it's deeper in color. I like that one too when I want a more dramatic like bronzer slash contour look. And then I also have Thick Mint, which is not a bronzer on me. It's definitely a contour because it is very rich. But I like to use that one when I'm going out at night and I wear like a heavier makeup. So those are my bronzers. And now moving into, what should I move in? Setting powder. So I only have one right now that I've been using lately, and it's by Laura Mercier. And it's their translucent setting powder. I use the shade Honey. So it's like darker than the original and lighter than the medium deep. And I love the color of this powder. It's beautiful for the under eyes. It just sets everything into place and it's just so light and airy. I love this one. It's one of my favorite setting powders. And then for a pressed setting powder, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting setting powder. I have the shade number 2, which is a light one, and then 3, which is tan. So I'm showing you shade number 2, and you can see I've already hit pan on this. I may replace this one during the sale, but I'm not sure yet because this one I think is like $46. So I don't know. We'll see. It depends on what else I'm buying, but I love this one. It's very fine. It sets your under eyes and makes sure that your eyes don't crease underneath. And it just lasts all day. It looks beautiful. Actually, I'm wearing it today under my eyes. And if you can see, I'm kind of a little bit oily, like right here where I put my bronzer, because I used the cream bronzer today. But if you can see my under eyes, they're very matte still and look pretty good. For blush, Rare Beauty. The cream blushes are so good. And now that we're moving into winter, I know I keep saying that, where skin gets a little drier, it's good to use those cream products. I love the Rare Beauty ones. This is the shade Grace, which is a lighter pink. This one is more of like my everyday blush color. So you can see the pink right there. So pretty, but like once you blend it out, it just looks so natural and soft. and it just looks so good on skin. Don't let nobody tell you that black girls can't wear pink blush, because you can. So for lippies, I have been using a lot of drugstore lipsticks lately. So like my Maybellines, yeah, mainly Maybelline I've been using a lot lately, and there's an NYX one. So I don't have a lot of lipsticks that I've used from Sephora that I love, but the lip glosses, I'm always gonna recommend these, and it's the Fenty gloss bombs. I love them. I think I have every single color. I'm just gonna show you the 3 that I like so far. So this one is the lavender shade, lavender sage or something, or lavender savage. So this is like one of the newest ones. This one goes on really light and pink. And then the cream gloss bomb. So I have, what is this one? Cookie jar and honey waffles. Beautiful shades to put with like a dark brown lip liner and just do that whole brownie glazed lip look. I love her gloss bombs, and especially if you missed the Fenty Found sale, get it from Sephora, because then you'll get even more money off. For finishing powders, I like to use this one by Dior. It's the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. I use the shade 5N. This is a beautiful powder, you guys. I've already like hit pan. It's probably time to get another one, so I'll probably pick it up during the sale. But this is not meant to, just like the Sephora one, it's not meant to really give you a whole lot of coverage. It's meant to smooth out your skin and just make everything just look nice and even and soft and like blown out. And this one also has like light reflecting like pigments in it that just makes the skin look so beautiful. I'm gonna try and swatch it and see if y'all can see it, but I'll put it on this hand here. Yeah, you can't even see it. Gosh, that sucks. That sucks, but my hand looks really good. I love this powder. I think it's like $40, so during the sale, if you get 20% off, it'll be $32. But a beautiful powder to just put all over the face, just to really finish out the makeup look, just even everything out and bring everything together, especially if you put on too much blush that day. Put this on right on top, and it just like really tones it down and just makes your skin look like just beautiful. I'm trying to make this quick, y'all, but it still might be a little long. So setting sprays, I have 3 on the list, 2 that I need to repurchase and 1 that is new. So first one up is the Milk Hydro Grip Makeup Setting Spray. Y'all can see I done used her up. I love this one. My makeup just looks so good all day long, and it's very hydrating, which is going to be perfect for the fall and winter time. I did use it a lot during the summer, and it made me a little bit more oily because I tend to be oilier in the summer. So I should have saved this for the winter, but it was just that good. I'm going to use this one up and buy another one. If you are an oily girl, then I highly recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This one is so good. It primes and sets for up to 16 hours. Your makeup won't melt, it won't fade, it won't crease. And this one is good. The scent is very strong, so just make sure you're like spraying it far away when you spray it on your face. But this one works really good, and you can see I'm almost done with it. So this one needs to be restocked. And then the newest one to my collection, and I'm telling y'all gotta have oily skin to use this one, but it's the Patrick Star one, the One Size On Till Dawn. This is a mattifying waterproof setting spray. When I spray this on my face, it feels like I'm spraying air because it's that dry. So this is really gonna like just soak up all of your oil, and my face tends to stay a lot more matte, which was perfect for the summertime. So I wish I had gotten this earlier in the summer. I'll probably still use it, I don't know, in the winter time, but I do recommend this one. And I've seen on their website, on the Sephora website, that they have a 2-pack for like $39. I would recommend getting that one over just the single one, because I think the single bottle is like $32. So you get 2 of them for $39 plus your percentage off, and you're already winning. So yeah, I highly recommend this one, and I love the way that it sprays. There is, I think, a hydrating one or like a regular one too. So if you're not oily, if you're like normal skin or like very hydrated skin, yeah, if you're normal skin or you have dry skin, then get the regular one. But let me show you guys how it sprays. Whew, it's like spraying powder. It's crazy. I like setting sprays that spray like that, just a continuous mist, because I'm able to spray it all over my face and just get a nice even misting of the setting spray all over. All right, y'all, so that is all of my recommendations. I hope this video isn't too long. I'm getting ready to edit it right now so I can get it up for you guys. Do y'all have any products that y'all recommend for me to try during this sale? Please let me know down below in the comments, because I'm always looking for something new to try. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit those notification bells so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.